Have you ever wondered where billion-dollar palaces, private jets, and the world's rarest treasures are just a normal part of life? The Saudi royal family doesn't just live in luxury, they define it. With a fortune exceeding $1.4 trillion, their influence stretches far beyond the Middle East. But with all this wealth, how do they spend it, and can their empire last forever? The Saudi royal family, known as the House of Saud, has ruled Saudi Arabia since 1932 and built one of the richest empires in history. Most of their wealth comes from Saudi Aramco, the world's most valuable oil company. Their fortune is so huge that it's hard to even count. But their money isn't just sitting in banks. They spend it on luxury yachts, golden palaces, private islands, and rare art. They also invest in technology, business, and global markets, making them powerful beyond just their wealth. In this video, we'll take you inside their billion-dollar homes, expensive collections, and smart investments to see what life is really like for one of the richest families in the world. Inside the royal family's billion-dollar mega residences, the Saudi royal family owns some of the most luxurious palaces in the world. These are not just homes. They show their power, wealth, and status. Each palace is built with the best materials, the latest technology, and features that are even grander than the finest hotels. One of the most famous is Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh. It is the king's official home and the center of royal activities. The palace is beautifully designed with gold-covered ceilings, Italian marble floors, and handmade Persian carpets. It also has top-level security to protect the royal family. Inside, guests can see expensive artwork, rare antiques, and huge crystal chandeliers. The historical heart of Saudi Arabia. Unlike the modern design of Al Yamama, this palace reflects traditional Arabian style, with detailed patterns, palm trees, and beautiful fountains. It is used for private royal meetings and family events, keeping strong ties to Saudi culture. There are many other palaces across the country. Some are for government meetings, while others are private getaways. One special retreat is Neom Palace, built inside Saudi Arabia's futuristic Neom City project. It is said to have AI-controlled systems, self-sustaining energy sources, and smart home technology, making it one of the most advanced royal homes in the world. The Saudi royal family, a trillion-dollar dynasty. The House of Saud is not just rich, it is one of the richest families in history. Their fortune, worth over $1.4 trillion, comes mostly from Saudi Arabia's oil industry. This wealth did not appear overnight. It took decades of controlling oil reserves, businesses, and investments to build their empire. The family's power started in 1932 when King Abdul-Aziz Al Saud united Saudi Arabia. Over time, they made sure that oil profits stayed in their hands. Today, Saudi Arabia has the world's largest oil reserves, managed by Saudi Aramco, a company worth over $2 trillion. This makes the royal family one of the wealthiest ruling families in the world. The House of Saud doesn't just own companies, they control an entire country's economy. The government and the royal family are deeply connected, and oil money funds massive projects, luxury purchases, and business investments without hurting their finances. The size of the family is also unique. The House of Saud has about 15,000 members, but only a few hundred have real power and wealth. These members run government offices, big businesses, and major banks, making sure the royal family's influence is felt in every part of Saudi Arabia. Many hold top positions in Saudi Aramco, financial institutions, and global investments, making their empire even stronger. Lavish spending and extravagant assets. The Saudi royal family is known for spending huge amounts of money on a lifestyle that most people can't even imagine. With unlimited wealth, they live in palaces, travel on super yachts, fly in private jets, and collect rare items. Their luxurious way of life shows just how rich and powerful they are. One of the biggest examples of their spending is their real estate empire. The family owns hundreds of palaces, each more expensive and grand than the last. Some, like Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh, are official royal residences, while others are used as private getaways. These palaces have gold-covered walls, marble floors, and sparkling chandeliers. Some even have private zoos, aquariums, and amusement parks inside. The Saudi royals also own some of the world's most expensive yachts. One of the most famous is Serene, a $500 million super yacht owned by King Salman. This yacht has swimming pools, a spa, a helicopter hangar, and even a submarine. Some members of the family also own private islands, turning them into ultra-secure and luxurious resorts. For air travel, the House of Saud spends without limits. Many members own private jets, including Boeing 747s and Airbus A380s, which are turned into flying palaces. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal, one of the richest royals, once ordered a $500 million Airbus A380 with a golden throne, a concert hall, and a garage for his Rolls-Royces. He also owns a Boeing 747, a 767, and several helicopters. The royal family's car collection is just as impressive. Some of the most powerful princes have garages filled with Bugattis, Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, and rare supercars. Many of these cars have gold-plated exteriors, diamond-studded steering wheels, and custom-made leather interiors. For the royals, cars are not just for travel, they are a way to show off their incredible wealth. Other billionaire royals around the world. The Saudi royal family is one of the richest in the world, but they are not the only billionaire royals living in extreme luxury. Many other royal families also have huge fortunes, owning land, businesses, and expensive properties. From Brunei to Thailand to Britain, these royals enjoy massive palaces, luxury cars, rare jewels, and priceless artifacts. One of the richest royals outside Saudi Arabia is Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei. His fortune comes from oil and gas. He lives in Astana Nurul Aman, the biggest palace in the world, with 1,788 rooms, 257 bathrooms, a mosque for 1,500 people, and a banquet hall that fits 5,000 guests. The Sultan is famous for his love of luxury, especially cars. He owns over 7,000 cars, including 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and hundreds of Bentleys, Lamborghinis, and Porsches. This car collection is worth more than $5 billion, making it the most expensive private car collection in the world. The King of Thailand, Maha Vajiralongkorn, has an estimated $43 billion fortune, mostly controlled by the Crown Property Bureau, which owns huge amounts of land, buildings, and businesses in Thailand. He spends his wealth on private jets, luxury palaces, and villas across Thailand, as well as a lavish retreat in Germany, where he spends much of his time. King Vajiralongkorn is also known for his unusual lifestyle. He once gave his pet poodle a military title, making it an Air Chief Marshal. His eccentric habits often make headlines, but his huge fortune and control over Thailand's economy keep him in power. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has turned Dubai into one of the most luxurious cities in the world. His family's $14 billion fortune has helped build famous landmarks like Burj Al Arab, one of the world's most luxurious hotels, and Palm Jumeirah, an artificial island home to the super-rich. Sheikh Mohammed is also a huge fan of horse racing. He owns Godolphin Stables, one of the most famous racing stables in the world. He spends hundreds of millions of dollars on breeding, training, and racing some of the fastest and most expensive horses. The British monarchy may not be as flashy as the Saudi or Thai royals, but it still controls a massive fortune worth $28 billion. The Crown Estate owns valuable real estate in London, huge countryside estates, and famous landmarks like Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. Although Queen Elizabeth II had a personal fortune of $500 million, the real wealth of the British royal family came from its land, properties, and assets, which made millions of dollars every year. The monarchy enjoys expensive jewelry, priceless artwork, and royal yachts, and family members are often seen in Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, and Aston Martins. While these royal families are very rich, none can match the House of Saud. The Saudi royal family controls the largest oil reserves in the world, giving them unmatched financial power. Their lavish spending, global investments, and thousands of wealthy family members make them the richest royal family in history. Saudi royal family's big move into technology. The Saudi royal family is not just relying on oil money. They are investing in technology to stay powerful in the modern world. They are putting billions into AI, robotics, and space exploration to keep Saudi Arabia important globally. A big part of this is Saudi Vision 2030, led by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS. This plan aims to turn Saudi Arabia into a high-tech hub. One key project is NEOM, a $500 billion futuristic city with AI, automation, flying taxis, and smart security systems. The goal is to make Saudi Arabia known for technology, not just oil. The royal family is also investing in major tech companies like Google, Tesla, Uber, and Microsoft through the Public Investment Fund, PIF. They have poured huge amounts of money into Silicon Valley startups, AI, and biotechnology, making Saudi Arabia a big player in global tech. AI is a top priority. Saudi Arabia is working with global tech firms to develop smart cities, self-driving cars, and robots. The country's national strategy for data and AI aims to make Saudi Arabia a world leader in AI by 2030. How the Saudi royal family controls wealth and power. Beyond their immense wealth, the Saudi royal family wields significant global influence. As a leading OPEC member, they control oil production, impacting world economies. Their strategic global investments in top companies and real estate further amplify their influence. They also cultivate strong alliances through arms purchases and play a pivotal role in Middle Eastern politics, ensuring their continued relevance on the world stage. The Saudi prince's $450 million painting. The Saudi royal family is famous for spending huge amounts of money, but one of their most shocking purchases was Leonardo da Vinci's painting, Salvator Mundi, the most expensive painting in the world. In 2017, it was sold for $450 million, and later, it was revealed that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman was the buyer. The art world was stunned, not only because of the massive price, but also because the painting's authenticity and restoration had been debated for years. Salvator Mundi, meaning Savior of the World, is a painting of Jesus Christ holding a crystal orb. It was painted in the early 1500s, but over the centuries it was lost, misidentified, and even sold for just $60 before being rediscovered and confirmed as a Da Vinci painting. However, some experts still argue that parts of the painting may have been done by Da Vinci's students rather than the artist himself. Despite this debate, the Saudi royal family believed it was a masterpiece worth owning. The future of the Saudi royal family. The next generation of Saudi princes and princesses will decide the future of the House of Saud, one of the largest royal families in the world with over 15,000 members. However, only a few key figures will truly shape the kingdom's wealth, power, and influence in a world that is changing fast. The big question is, can they keep the family's fortune and control strong in an uncertain future? At the center of this change is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, who is already leading Saudi Arabia. As the son of King Salman, MBS has pushed major changes through his Vision 2030 plan, which aims to reduce Saudi Arabia's reliance on oil and build new industries like technology, entertainment, and tourism. While MBS has made bold moves to modernize the country, he is also a controversial leader, facing criticism over human rights issues and strict crackdowns on dissent. The House of Saud's wealth is more than just money. It influences business, politics, and technology worldwide. From billion-dollar palaces to huge investments, their impact is felt across the globe. As they move from oil dominance to high-tech industries, will their empire continue to grow? What do you think about their power and lifestyle? Let us know in the comments.